Russ Millions is the king of drill. Like, he is the king of drill. And here's my thing, guys, because we're in 2025, so we always want to kind of talk about the artists that are popping now. But we don't look into how things happened. They said drill will never chart. Air Force was the first drill song to chart. See, after that one, I don't think I don't think Russ gets given his flowers. Now I'm gonna break down how I know Russ. And there's a lot of accolades he's got. He's actually the king of drill. Me and Russ never used to like each other. Not based off personal, like me and him didn't used to like each other. It's based off him and Dig that used to be brethren when young. Obviously, there was a falling out in the Lewisham borough and both sides went their separate ways. Dig that's come out, he's picked one side, Russ is on the other side, Russ and Taze, and it's gone from there. So obviously I remember, even during the come up, and Russ, listen, he used to be a troll, you get me? So when he's sending shots in his songs for Diggs or whatnot, obviously man used to manage Diggs and see, obviously used to draw him. But anyway, I remember when Air Force dropped, and I tell you something, Air Force dropped, we went viral, we connected, we done what he needed to do. And the reason why I'm speaking about Russ, big shout out to Bunny as well, because made you think post something and made you think, I think I broke down about the biggest songs to come out of the UK. Bruv, I'm from prison, guys, so I only know about dates. You tell me about something, I'll remember dates. And obviously, Homer and B, Island Records signed, and it released around the same time, a week apart, a couple days apart. Homer and B and Air Force. So obviously, that Homer and B's been signed. The labels, the engines, doing what they're doing. You can't downplay that actual song, doing a madness. Air Force has been not signed. We've released it organically. It's got over 100,000 views every single day for 4 months, etc., etc. And I remember Homer and B is paving the way because of the labels' connections. Like when it comes to Radio 1 playlist, that's crazy. Like, you gotta understand, no drill song was ever on a Radio 1 playlist before that. So when I'm breaking it down, obviously Bunny's been in the comments, he's messaging under Made You Think, and he's mentioned Russ. Russ is after this. Russ is greatness. Man can't downplay we can't downplay Russ's greatness. I honestly think, and this is based on narratives through the industry, blog pages and whatnot, whoever owns YouTubes and whatnot, because he don't get his flowers. Like, he don't get the accolades that he's meant to get. This is why you have to big up UK rap numbers, UKL, because these man actually go into the logistics and break down the numbers, you get me? And show you who's actually GOATs and what's happening, you get me? Because if you follow all these pages, listen, trust me, man, get me? I own pages that flipping my content gets posted on. You don't even know I own them, you get me? So you can push whatever narratives that you want, just to let you look guys know, you get me? Because this is what happens. But anyway, flipping Russ, Dig that didn't get on, so obviously there was kind of back and forth online. I remember Russ going back. I remember Russ dissing me online, you get me? Dissing me on Snap, dissing me online. But one, I remember, and listen, I had like shivers. I had shivers like no Diddy. Like, bro, I went to the Davido show in '02. And I remember Davido brought out Russ, and brother, you see gunning. Oh my God. Bro, you had all the Nigerians and like you had all the brothers, yeah? And sis doing gunning, bro. Like the whole place lightened up. Like, I've never seen nothing like it. Never seen nothing like it. And at the time, obviously, Russ, Danny pressed play. They was locked in. And then obviously the label signed Gunlean. And then we had Keisha Becky. And with Gunlean, what happened? And this is for us when we done Air Force. Obviously, we made Air Force. It was floating in the top hundreds, streaming. It was doing what it needed to do. It got it signed to Caroline at the time, the distribution label, Virgin. And then obviously we done the remix. So when I say Air Force got signed, the distribution, the remix got signed. You get me? Boom. Then it went top 20. Like whatever campaigns, boom, boom. But the whole culture was behind it. This is what this is before the culture started turning weird. Like, and the do you know what made the culture turn weird? Money. Like big record deals. Money is the root of all evil. I'm telling you. This is what made the culture turn weird. But everyone got behind Gunlean. Like everyone started posting Gunlean. Like I'm saying Gunlean, Air Force. Sorry guys, dyslexia. I don't know what's going on, you get me? But Air Force, everyone started posting Air Force. I've never seen nothing like it. It charted the top 20 and history came. Gunlean came, dropped, and listen, for the kids, family members, I've never seen a drill song. The song's called Gunlean. The song's called Machine. The song's called Gunlean. I've never seen a family, kids, go so brazy for like a year plus. The song used to get played in the clubs. I used to stand there like this. These times the song's cold, you know. You get me? I have to stand there like this. Man's getting booked for flipping events, you get me? Is there any music that you don't want to play? Do not play, don't play Gunlean, bro. You'll start a riot with the man them. Don't play Gunlean, blood, in the club. You get me? Don't do that. Bro, it's the truth. And you know, Russ at that time, he was mad cheeky, man. My man DM'd me like, what? You didn't see what the crowd done? What? You didn't see what the crowd done? I don't know, at that time he was going through a lot of trauma for the passing of his sister, RIP sis, you get me? And that's kind of related to his behavior being online. And a lot of people started like hating him. He got a lot of hate online just from his behavior. But he made a mad transition. He made a mad transition. Like even the person who he is now. And you can see that he's happy within himself. Gunlean's came, Keisha Becky's came. They've done a remix, they got #1. They've done a remix, got #1. First drill song to get a silver record, gold record, platinum record. Keisha Becky, silver record, platinum record, gold record, bruv. A platinum record in drill UK. They said that drill will never chart. These are what people are saying. These are what the podcast people and the critics are saying. Drill will never chart. Bro, man's done a madness. The kids love him, bro. Like, man's talk about Michael Jackson, twist up your neck. Ah, hey. Madness, bro. You get me? You gotta understand that. The kids are going mad. Russ and Taze, that was their thing. Then the falling outs happened with Russ and Taze, Russ and Digger D, No Diet. Digger D's all mentioning bars about lean like Russ. Bro, come on, bro. This is what you call teamwork. No Diet was doing crazy numbers as well. They fell out. Everyone fell out. This is drill. This is what happens in our community, bro. Like, a lot of people like to talk about their ops and this, that, but they actually don't have no ops. My man actually has ops. And it's very important to, when he comes across this success, he having great mentors that take him away from that and keep him focused. Keeping him focused, you get me? And that's what we need to kind of remember, bro. And you gotta understand, as a drill artist, as an artist, I don't know any artist. Name me an artist that has blown up, gone down, like popped down, like, and then blown up again. Like literally blown up again. Like Body is crazy. Body is the biggest, Body remix, Body the song is his biggest song. How about that? Like, why is mad, yeah? You got to understand the mindset, yeah? And you know, with our scene, we have critics. So as soon as numbers are shown, someone's only sold 300 or what happens is people see that and they don't understand music and they'll say that person's fallen off. And my man kept on dropping. And then when he done that, yeah, he's a cheat code. Like, Russ is a cheat code. And the reason why Russ is a cheat code, because he won the kids over. Everything that he done, he brought it. It's got to do with the drill that he was making. It wasn't dark drill. Like, and there was a dance to it. There was some element of marketing to it. The video. I can't remember who even made the video. I think it was Wow that made Body. But even that, hey, that was mad, bro. Like, that was mad. That there was crazy. You see when Tion Wayne and Russ link up, that was mad. It was mad. Crazy. And for me, just looking at that, and I'm gonna speak about some of the trials and tribulations because it's like not many people know. And this is what happens, guys. When you get culture vultures and there's people that try to lean on you, you get me, and you don't get the right advice. Cause we gotta call a spade, didn't it? In the music world, man, coming from where we come from, how many people know music lawyers? Who? So who do we use? We use their lawyers, right? Or we ask a friend, can you recommend me to a lawyer? Everyone's brethren, bro. Everyone, they just care about getting the deal over the line. There's one person that don't care about that who I can vouch for is Talia. And that's Krypton Conan's lawyer, that's Digdat's lawyer, that's James Arthur's lawyer, etc. She's a GOAT. She's a GOAT. But you gotta understand that. If you ain't got the right financial advisors, the right people around you, what are you going to do? And if you're from the hood, because what happens, guys, is you be from the hood, and you're blowing up and you hear all of these stories, you have to trust the process, People saying, yo, I'm getting a lot of feedback from my YouTube. And I think, do you have any advice? And they're just like, keep on going. One thing about me, I'm going to keep on going. But with artists, they may see that they're blowing up, getting crazy numbers, but they can't see the money. And at the time, they might be in the hood, especially drill artists, and they got their machine on them, they got their knives on them, and they will actually want out. And they're saying, bro, I'm blowing up online, but I've only got £100 in my pocket. So they're trying to sign quickly. Then you get the culture vultures. You get the Archies. The culture vultures coming on, leaning on man. And it's madness because it's like you got record labels that, imagine Russ did not get paid for Gunlean or Keisha Becky. It's crazy. How can you not get paid for Gunlean and Keisha Becky, bro? Do you know that Keisha Becky remix streamed over 182 million? Come on, guys. That's Keisha Becky remix, bro. It's madness, man. It's madness. And you got to understand that. Even if you calculate 200K, yeah? 200K, I think that was meant to... 200 million streams, yeah? Even if you calculate that. You know me, I like to calculate, man. I want to let you know how much money is in our culture, bro. And we always cut ourselves short, but we always get taken advantage of. We always get taken advantage of. Even if you say 200 mil, yeah? Times 4,000, yeah? 800 bags. 800, bro. These men are signed over for like 50K, 70K. The labels are making crazy money, bro. Crazy money. But the people that's there, they didn't get paid. How can you trust a machine and not get paid? But my man's a GOAT. He's kept on going, getting shows, dropping music. And from the show money at the time, it's great, isn't it? 3K, 5K, 6K, 10K. You're going up and down the country and you're picking up your money. So you have to, bro, Russ is the king of drill. Like, there's no one else going to come and talk about, yeah, boom. But there's no one else going to top Russ's numbers in drill. Like, if we're saying drill is dead or whatever, I don't think there's no one going to top Russ's numbers. Just like Tiny Temper, when we were saying that he sold something like 90,000 copies first week, hard form copies, and no one up to this day has topped his numbers that he sold. No one's gonna top Russ as the king of drill and his numbers. I'm gonna break down some more stuff. Because the fact that he's gone from the dead, you know, he's gone as an artist. It's like you have one chance. You have one chance. And I remember arguing with Dig That, saying, listen, drop the Hardy Caprio song. He made a song with Hardy, Gluten Tug. I said, brother, I know it's not drill, but this song is a hit, fam. Drop it, drop it, drop it. Was arguing. One day and I was like, look what Russ is doing. Look what he's doing. Look, you done this. Arguing, boom. Let's do it, boom. I remember us shooting the video, dropping it, bruv. That there put Dig That in the mainstream position for him to get the record deal that he needed to get to. Because with music, they look at you to drop one song and then be like, okay, cool, let's see if you can do it another time and another time. And if you do it 3 times, you're in the door. You get me? We had Gluten Tug, and then we had the cheat code, you get me, with flipping D-Block Europe. No cap, not no cap, I can't remember what it's called. I forgot, but yeah. So yeah, man, reminiscing because it's like Russ was a part of man's journey as well. And to give my man his flowers, when it comes to, he single-handedly put drill in the mainstream position. There's no other artist has done that, period. Like mainstream numbers, kids, whatnot. Now, younger generation, because I always say younger generation, whatever business that you're into, whatever, if you're online, bro, have another product. Like, have another product. I spoke about Crepes, Nala's brand. Go watch it. Nala's baby brand that he sells one bottle every 14 seconds, £2,500 first week, $12 million brand, £12 million brand in 1 year. Crazy. But if you're an artist, have another business. And this is what we know. Russ, he dances, he does, like the kids are locked in from 5 to 14, 15. He needs to create something where that is going to build him up for the next 10, 15 years, and then he sells it. So he knows he's got a pension and a retirement, because with music, money comes, it goes, it gets spent. Get me? And he's a man that likes jewelry. So have them things in place so you know you can always go back to and put your 110% into that more than the music. That's my advice that I would give him. Now, let's go into some numbers, because the guy's got 6 songs that's got over 100 million streams. Each song. Are you okay? Who's got that, bro? Who has got that? He's got 6 songs. Now I'm going to break it down to the another side, because I don't want to talk about, bruv, the labels done amazing when it comes to, when I mention Unknown T, etc., etc. You get me? They dealt with Unknown T correct. What I know of, the labels dealt with Man correct when Dig That got signed. So I don't want to always be like, this is what happens. There's culture vultures inside our label that does crazy stuff, but there's amazing people that does great stuff. Like, you got flipping Kamali. She was behind Parcaloon. She was behind Dutch. There's a few others. You got Lunik. Now, I actually respect Lunik. Like, I respect him. He was actually behind Gunlean, but he got used as scapegoat for certain things. You get me? I know that he's in publishing, so you got to big up Lunik. Bruv, Ricky Blue is a GOAT, bruv. Like, no one cannot tell me anything. My man is a GOAT. You get me? If Ricky Blue knocked on my door and said, yo, boom, let's talk business, I know that I'm in good hands. Austin. Now, I think that Austin is the person that when it comes to culture, because the reason why I'm mentioning Austin, because he obviously president at at Warner Atlantic. He left from, obviously, how I know Austin. I don't know Austin from the Radio 1 days or Extra, but I know him from Spotify. I remember linking up with Austin in Spotify, and Austin was the positioner, bro. Like, he single-handedly positioned our culture, and he had a lot of people where they need to be when it comes to the streaming, positioning, playlisting, etc. because he was that guy. And when he left Spotify and he moved to Apple, it was still kind of powerful, and he went to the record labels, and I feel like there was a big dip because not many people got what they needed to do in terms of having an ear for music. So I want to give people their flowers. I don't want you to always see that man's attacking the labels or boom, 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 because man's independent. The people at the labels and the right people in the right positions are amazing, blood. They're amazing, bro. You get me? And I want you to understand, I'm locked in with a lot of them. It's just the other people that actually, they're just culture vultures, bro. You get me? And man has to kind of share that with you guys. But now you have people, you have insights, you have people to be like who you can turn to and get the best advice. Because back then, there's not much advice. When people are signing contracts, we're thinking it's the right contracts. You know what I'm trying to say? But anyway, go to the numbers. Body Remix, 349 million streams on a Body Remix. And you got to understand what Russ has done to a lot of people's careers. He helped H's career and he helped Ardy's career. Both verses went viral. Both verses. I remember there was always that one verse that's always stood out. And Ardy's one, whoo, that one went crazy. I think that one even blew up the song even more. And you gotta understand the boss stuff, what he actually done. You get me? Like, you got to take that in. Anyway, Keisha Becky remix, 182 million streams, guys. Body, 146 million streams. Reggae and Calypso, 139 million streams. By the way, guys, that song is an independent song. I'm gonna break that down in a minute. You get me? Body Remix again. I think he had the French artist on. 130 million streams. 6:30 in Dubai. I remember it was like 6:30 in Dubai. Hey. Do you know how I remember that? I remember flipping Crep posting Nala at the back, and she was like, play the song. And then obviously he played the song and she was going in. You get me? But 101 million streams. Bro, you got to take him very serious, bro. This is the king, and Russ is the king of drill. Like, he's the king of drill. You got to take him very, very serious. You can't argue anything to do with you can't question his numbers, bro. It speaks for itself. You get me? And, bro, you have to big up the labels for Body Remixes. This is when you talk about an engine going crazy, because that's when it was a mutual. You had Body, you had Tion Wayne, Russ. They dropped what they've dropped. And you had the engine, bro. You had the engine that's pushed and got their money's worth and done everything to get all these streams. So you have to big up. But guess who? You have to focus on. Guess who? Austin. That's what I'm trying to say about people that move the needle for the culture. You have to understand. Like, the positioning of people when they move the needle, and every place that he's gone to has got to where it needed to get to. Now, you wanna shout out SK. SK is Russ's manager, and he's been Russ's manager for a long period of time. And the stuff that SK does for the youth, he's from Croydon. The stuff that he does for the youth, events, seminars, mentorship, put down the knives, getting funding. It's madness, bro. It's madness. And I've got so much respect for him. No one don't speak about him. No one don't champion him. But what I kind of realized with these blog pages as well, because everything, it has to make sense. So what happens is the people that want to be the Jay-Z's or the people that want to be the main mans, obviously they pay the blog pages to write up an article about them. And then it's like, oh yeah, it's positioning. And that's great, because that's what man would do. You get me? I don't do it. The blog pages just do it because man's got real life accolades. But I feel like the blog, if you're watching this, We need some more championship when it comes to SK, bro. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Bro, I'm there showing my little 1 platinum plaque. I got a 1 platinum plaque gold, and I'm rinsing it, bro. And these men are actually, they're better managers than me, bro. They're better managers than me. I just look at business and see what makes sense. I just get the bag for the people around me. I know how to artist for them to save money from this way and work on this so they don't waste money. An artist told me, listen, and I think I mentioned it in a video before. An artist told me that I spent around £50,000 and I've got £500 in my Ditto account. Are you okay? And this is what I mean. I know where to put your money, what digital ads to use, what short form content to use. Don't be doing long music videos. It's played out, bro. You might as well give me your money or give it to charity, because them 4 or 5 bags that you're spending on the short form, the music videos, it's played out, my bro. We got short form content now. We got TikTok now. Before we didn't have that. Wake up, smell the coffee. You know what I mean? And the fact, you got to understand positioning now. This is of genius, yeah? Genius. And I've never heard a deal structure, and I've never heard a deal like this, yeah? Body has dropped. What does that mean? Russ's numbers has demonstrated what he can do over and over again. Russ gets signed for £1 million, guys. 1 mixtape with no option. £1 million, 1 mixtape with no option. 2 labels come together. 2 labels from Sony come together. Bam. One paid 500K, the other one paid 500K, gave Russ £1 million. All right, give us 1 mixtape. Now, me personally, I don't think Russ is a mixtape artist. He's a single artist. So I would have done the same thing, but I would have wanted a number of singles. And that's information just showing me this. But in their head, they're saying, if 1 song goes, we've recouped. But they probably recouped anyway. But in that time, when Russ has done that, what did he do? He built a record label. He went live with his record label. He dropped a song. He signed the artist. I think the artist is called Y something. YC or Y something, yeah? Big him up. He's got a tattoo. And I remember the song. They dropped reggae and calypso. The song is an independent song, guys. Deep that. The song is an independent song with 139 million streams, bro, on his own label, bro. That's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's gone gold in France and gold in the UK. That's about to go platinum. That song's about to go platinum. And it's independent. I know the labels was rattled, saying, how? Some of the big boys must have been like, bro, how have we given him £1 million and he's created his own label and dropped an independent song and there's no claw for us to recoup our money? Bro, that's around that's over £550,000. Free money, residual income. Bruv, you gotta take that in, bro. Now he's got about 10 artists under his label. Can't you see what he's doing? He's dropping people under he's dropping music and artists under his label. Now that is serious, bro. Now I thought, listen, I had to give a full breakdown and let man know, listen, like, this one here for Russ, he's the king of drill. You can argue yourself in the comments. Before people get to where they need to get to, there's always people in front of them. And what he's done single-handedly, no one can ever chat to him. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Have a great Thursday. Whoosh.